Imagine a man that lives in the 1980s. There is no smartphones back then, no social media, just real conversations and real connections. He enters a time machine and he travels until the present day. He sees everyone staring at black boxes in their hand with bright lights flashing in their face. I wonder what he would think they were all doing and all looking at. Like, were they all possessed by something? What is so interesting that everybody is staring down at bright screens? And are they all looking at the same thing? I would probably think that everybody was possessed. Like, fuck it, I thought I was possessed when I was addicted to this thing. What the time traveler would not know was that one guy was standing in the corner and watching pictures of naked women. Another guy was standing there and kind of giggling, and he would not know that he was watching short videos of random stuff. And this man was like many hours in this present day and age that was spending hours and hours on end on apps like TikTok. Let's take a closer look at this guy's mind and what's really happening here. With every swipe, there's a squirt of dopamine that flashes in his mind, and he becomes more and more addicted, ever craving more and more. And it's taken away from him the enjoyment of more slower paced real life activities. Of course, this man that's on TikTok giggling, he doesn't know this, he doesn't think about it, but it's happening ever more slowly. Let's look at also another woman that this time traveler sees. She feels like uncomfortable. She's looking down at her black box as well, and she's swiping with her thumb going like this. What can she be looking at? And he would not know that she was looking at perfect pictures of other women, hundreds of them in different situations, and her subconscious comparison is kicking in, making her feel like shit with every picture she sees. The interesting thing is that in this time, these black boxes was not intentionally created to make all of this misery and all of this addiction. They were made to make life easier, to make us more happy, but then suddenly there were unforeseen consequences, and then different or the opposite happened. The time traveler continues to move around the city, and he sees thousands of these people looking down at the screens in their hands like copies, lost souls that's trying to find themselves in these small devices that he doesn't know what is. The point of the time traveler is to show the stark contrast one would experience from going from a time before the social media and the smartphone and then suddenly coming into this world. But we, as I have a smartphone and you have a smartphone probably, we don't think about that because it happened slowly for us. It wasn't something we woke up with overnight. We had the small phone and it got bigger and more addictive. And nobody knew, nobody could see into the future and see that we would be as addicted as we are today. But by seeing that stark contrast, you can see that clearly this time traveler must think that we have all gone crazy. And he will not feel like he was missing out on something. He would feel sorry for us. Like looking more bleak than ever, not talking to each other. What's going on? And ask yourself this: if you were the time traveler, would you run and try to get your hands on this device as fast as you could? Maybe you would, just out of curiosity. But also another side of you would probably think like, I should be a little bit careful about this device. I should manage this wisely. I should check it out, but I would be really careful to not become its slave like everyone he was seeing around him, and rather become its master. And the point here is that technology is not inherently bad. It's just designed for us to become addicted and sucked in. So there's a battle going on, a war. We live in the greatest time of the human race has ever had, and it is up to us to win this battle for ourselves, to every day fight it and become the masters of the technology around us and not become its slaves. This is my call to action for you to know that this battle is fought every day, and on the other side of this battle, and it may be closer than you think, is a powerful being, a powerful version of yourself that can go out and make your own destiny. I'm Francis Drake. Goodbye.